Good day, learners. Again, this is your teacher, Sir Mulan, and welcome to another video tutorial on solving for the roots of a quadratic equation. Um, this time, using quadratic formula and calculator technique. On my previous video, we solve it using two methods. First method is either extracting the roots or computing the square. And the second method is using the appropriate factoring method. It could be common monomial factoring, difference of two squares, factoring perfect square trinomial, factoring general trinomial where our leading coefficient or yung A is equals to 1, and factoring general trinomial where our leading coefficient or yung A is not equals to 1. And for the session, we're going to solve the roots using the quadratic formula. And I have a separate video kung paano na-derive yung quadratic formula from the standard quadratic equation na ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. And you may check it. And today, let's start with the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is given by solving for the values of x. It would be negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You might be wondering, sir, di ba dalawa yung values of x? Opo, kasi yung first value, masosolve gamit si negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And yung pangalawa is almost identical, so negative b, but this time minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, so let's dive into the to the first example. Siya nga pala, yung mga 5 examples na gagawin natin ngayon are the same problems that we solved on the last video using yung factoring method. Saka yung either extracting the roots or completing the square. So example number 1, we have 2x squared minus 8x is equals to 0. So let's identify the values of a, b, and c. A here is equivalent to 2, b is equals to negative 8, and c is equals to 0. Let's plug in this to our quadratic formula. So negative, then yung value ni b, which is a negative value, negative 8. Huwag kakaligtaan pag negative yung value ni b, lagi siyang naka-negative times whatever the value of b. Plus or minus the square root of negative 8 squared minus 4 times yung value ni a, which is 2, times yung value ni c, which is 0, all over 2a. That's 2 times value a, which equals to 2. So let's simplify. Negative times negative. So negative times negative 8, that would be 8. Plus or minus the square root of, nasa loob, negative 8 squared. It's like negative 8 times negative 8. It's positive 64. Minus 4 times 8. I'm sorry, 4 times 2 is equals to 8 times 0. That will be 0. So 64 minus 0 is still equivalent to 64 divided by 4. So the first value is 8. And that will be, simplify natin to, that's 8 plus or minus 8 over 4. So 8 plus 8 over 4, we have 8 plus 8 is 16 over 4. That will be equivalent to 4. So yung value ni x of 1 is equals to positive 4. And yung value ni x of 2 naman, 8. This time minus 8 over 4. So obviously the numerator is 0. 8 minus 8 is equals to 0. And 0 divided by any number is always equals to 0. Kaya yung value ni x of 2 is equals to 0. Okay. So, yan yung roots ng given na quadratic equation na ito. Now, let's move to our calculator, emulator. So, disclaimer lang. The emulator that I'm going to use is only applicable to the users of Casio 570ES Plus and Casio 570 FX 570 ES Plus. And pareho lang yung kung paano pindutin. And sa mga Canon user, particularly sa F789SGA, halos parehas yung pag-press niya. Meron lang konting pagbabago. Okay, so kindly recall yung given quadratic equation natin kanina. That would be 2x squared minus 8x is equals to 0. So all we need to do is press natin yung mode, then go to option number 5, meaning equation 5, then select natin yung quadratic equation denoted by yung number 3. Notice yan, ax squared plus bx plus c. Sa Canon users, the only difference is may additional step ka. It's mode 5, arrow down, then press number 1. So in this case, 3 yung press natin, yan yung lalabas. So meaning all we need to do is type in the constant coefficient ng A, B, and C. So yung value ni A sa given example is 2. Press mo ng 2, then equal sign. Then yung value ni B is, which is negative 8. Negative yung nasa ito, then 8, then equal sign. Then yung value ni C is 0, then equal sign. Then another equal sign. X of 1 is equals to 2, then press the equal sign again for X of 2. Yun, equals 0, or arrow up, arrow down. So the two values of X are the following, 4 and 0. Okay. So mode 1 kung babalik sa standard. So that kung babalik doon, mode 5, 3. Okay. Sige, balik na natin mode 1. So let's proceed to the second example. And that would be second example, or example number 2. We have 81x squared minus 16 is equals to 0. So value of A is equals to 81. Value ni B, that will be 0. Yung value ni C is equals to negative 16. Kanina, yung value ni C natin is 0. Ito naman, yung value ni B is 0. On the previous video, we solved this using completing the square and sa factoring the difference of two squares. So dito sa quadratic formula, let's plug it in. X is equals to, value ni B is 0, negative 0, and there's 0 is the only number that is neither positive nor negative. So lagay lang natin 0 plus or minus the square root of 0 squared minus 4 times 81, value ni A, times negative 16 all over 2 times 81, value ni A. So 0 plus or minus 0 squared is still 0. So negative 4 times 81 times negative 16. So magiging positive yan. So that would be 4 times 81, 4, 33 to 4 times negative 16. That would be a total of 5,184. all over 2 times 81, that would be 162. Huwag na lang sa baba. X is equals to, it's plus or minus the square root of 5,184 all over 16. And yung square root, I'm sorry, 162. Square root ni 5,184 is equals to positive or negative 72 all over 162. And 9, pag in-add 1 plus 6 plus 2, 9 pa rin. So, check natin yung GCF, 72. Check natin kung pwedeng ma-divide ni 18. Pwede. So, if we factor this, 4 times 18 times 18. So, 9 times 18. So, yung GCF nila is 18. Kakancel lang yan. So, meron tayong positive or negative 4 over 9. So, the value of x of 1 is equals to positive 4 over 9. And the value ni x of 2 is negative 4 over 9. Yan yung roots ng quadratic equation na 81x squared minus 16 is equal to 0. So let's double check that using our calculator. Ano ngang mode? Mode 5, 3. Ang value ni A is 81, value ni B is 0, and value ni C is negative 16. So 81, value ni A, 81, then press the equal sign. Value ni B is 0, then 0, then equal sign. Then value ni C is negative, negative 16, equal sign, then another equal sign. Yan, positive value of our first x of 1 is 4 over 9, and x of 2 is negative 4 over 9. Okay, mode 1 ulit tayo. Then let's move to our third example. Our third example would be example number 3. We have 4x squared minus 20x plus 25 is equals to 0. Value ni A is 4. Value ni B is equals to negative 20. And value ni C is positive 25. So plug in natin. X is equals to negative value ni B, which is negative 20, plus or minus the square root of negative 20 squared minus 4 times A times C, all over 2A, 2 times A values. Okay, baba natin konti. So, X is equals to negative times negative 20, so magiging positive, plus or minus negative 20 times negative 20, that would be equivalent to 400 minus 4 times 25, 100 times 4, 400, all over 8. So simplifying, we have 20 plus or minus square root of 0 all over 8. And square root of 0 is still 0. So ayan, the two values of x, solve pa natin. X of 1 is equals to 20 plus 0 all over 8 is equals to 20 over 8, and that will be equivalent to GCF is 4. 20 divided by 4, that would be equivalent to 5. 8 divided by 4 is equals to 2. So x of 1 is equals to 5 halves. And second value, x of 2 is equals to 20 minus 0 all over 8. So 20 minus 0 is still 20 over 8 and simplifying 5 halves. So equal yung value nila. Pagka equal yung value, it means that the given trinomial is a perfect square trinomial. So paano natin ma-check kung perfect square trinomial siya? If the product of the square root of the first term, square root ni 4x squared is 2x, times the square root of our last term, square root of 25 is 5. Pag minultiply natin yan ng 2, dapat equivalent siya kay 20x. Kasi nga, 2 times 2x is 4x, 4x times 5, 20x. So, perfect square trinomial is denoted by this, plus or minus 2ab plus b squared. And yung factor niya is equivalent to square root ni first term plus or minus square root ni last term, naka-square. Pag plus yan, plus din yan. Pag naka-minus, minus din yung gagamitin dyan. Alright, so let's go to our calculator. So let mode 5, 3. Ang value ni A kadina is 4. Value ni B is negative 20. Negative 20, then equals. And yung value ni C, which is 25, equals. Then another equal sign. Notice, wala siyang x of 1, wala x of 2, meaning there are two roots that are equal. 5 halves. Okay, let's proceed with our next example. Example number 4. Example number 4, and given is x squared plus 5x minus 6 is equals to 0. Value ni A is 1, value ni B is 5, and value ni C is negative 6. So plug it into our formula. That would be negative B, so negative 5, plus or minus the square root of 5 squared minus 4 times A, which is 1, times negative 6, all over 2A, 2 times 1. So we have negative 5 plus or minus 5 squared is equivalent to 25. Negative 4 times 1, negative 4 times negative 6, that would be negative 4 times negative 6. That would be positive 24 all over 2. Simplify pa natin. Negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 49 all over 2. And simplifying it further, plus or minus 7 all over 2. So yung value ni x of 1 is equals to negative 5 plus 7 all over 2. So negative 5 plus 7 is positive 2 over 2. So 2 divided by 2 is equals to 1. So x of 1 is equals to positive 1. X of 2 naman is negative 5 minus 7 all over 2. Negative 5 minus 7, that would be equivalent to negative 12 over 2. So negative 12 divided by 2, that would be equals to negative 6. X of 2 is equals to negative 6. That is the roots of the given trinomial na x squared plus 5x minus 6 is equals to 0. Double check natin gamit ng calculator. So mode 5, 3. So value ni A is 1 equals, value ni B is positive 5 equals, and value ni C is negative 6 equals, another equal sign, x of 1 is equals to 1, then arrow down, x of 2 is equals to negative 6. Okay, pareho. So mode 1 ulit. And let's go to our last example, example number 5. And the given quadratic equation is 2x squared plus 9x plus 7 is equals to 0. Value ni A is equals to positive 2, value ni B is equals to positive 9, and value ni C is equals to positive 7. Plugging it into our quadratic formula, negative B, and that would be negative. Value ni B is 9, so may negative 9, plus or minus the square root of 9 squared minus 4 times 2 times C, or AC, all over 2 times value ni A. So we have negative 9 plus or minus 9 squared is equals to 81 minus 4 times 7 is 14. I'm sorry, 4 times 7, 28 times 2, that will be equivalent to 56 all over 4. Then simplify it further, negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 25 all over 4. We have negative 9 plus or minus 5, which is the square root of 25. And the first value of our x of 1 is equals to negative 9 plus 5 all over 4. Negative 9 plus 5 is equals to negative 4 over 4. So making negative 4 divided by 4, that will be equals to negative 1. So value ni x of 1 is equals to negative 1. And si x of 2 naman, that would be negative 9 minus 5 all over 4. So negative 9 minus 5, that will be equivalent to negative 14 over 4. Simplifying it, yung GCF nila is 2. Negative 14 divided by 2 is negative 7. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So value ni x of 2 is equals to negative 7 halves. Yan yung roots ni 2x squared plus 9x plus 7 equals 0. Let's double check it using our calculator. That will be mode 5-3. Value ni A is 2 equals, value ni B is 9 equals, and value ni C is 7. Equal sign, then another equal sign. So negative 1, value ni x of 1, and value ni x of 2 is negative 7 halves. Alright, sana may natutunan ngayong session na to, and you have a good day and God bless. See you on my next video tutorial.